Hey guys, I just wanted to quickly explain this outline structure. It's been slightly adapted. The version that I had put up for you guys previously was not correct, and I do apologize for that. So this has been updated to reflect that this essay signature assignment is focusing not on the literary aspects. That's the change here where it said for each body paragraph it said focus on the literary aspect. That was for a previous essay. In this essay, we're focusing on aspects of the text that connect to historical moments / the real world, but not our current, modern day contemporary world. We're talking about the world of the author, of the poet, of the playwright, whatever it is you end up focusing on. So, introduction, set up exactly the same as every other introduction that we've done. State the overall topic, summarize the story or the poem or the play, whatever it is, give your thesis statement. Now, when we're stating the overall topic, let's jump back to the requirements. The topic would be one of these things: a tradition, a cultural assumption, a socioeconomic circumstance, or a belief system that is present in the work. So, any one of those things. I'm going to grab this. Present in the work. So you would just talk in general terms about whichever one of those things that you have chosen, whichever one of those things that you end up talking on. So if the background, the belief system operating in your work is one of patriarchy, a system in which women are placed as inferior to men, you would talk about that. If it's a racist society, you'd talk a bit about that. Then you would summarize, again, whatever work it is that you're talking about. So we have, again, the short stories, the poems, and the plays. Whatever you end up with there. Then is where you get to your main point. Your thesis statement, rather. Thesis statement, as always, is the main point, the thing you're trying to define or prove. And then forecasting the body points. So, the thing that you're trying to prove, well, is that this operates within whatever work. The tradition, cultural assumption, socioeconomic circumstance, or belief system of blank is present in the work through, and then whatever your body points are. So if I was saying that the tradition of patriarchy is present in boys and girls, the tradition of patriarchy is present in the work boys and girls through, my body points could be through the chores that are given to boys and girls. Her brother Laird starts being given the outside work, and she starts being given the inside work. Through the activities that they're allowed to do in leisure times. More and more as the story goes on, she's not really allowed to read, write. She's more supposed to, stitch and do needlepoint and cook and stuff like that. Another point could be through their education. A lot of times boys and girls receive different educations. This is something that might require a bit more research and stuff. So this is just an example of some different points that you could point to that have real world connections, that although the stories themselves are made up, the poems themselves are made up, the plays themselves are made up, they come from truth. They come from real life. And then whatever those four, we need four in this essay, whatever those 4 body points you come up with are, one would go here, one would go here, one would go here, and one would go here. And then, just like normal, just like with every other essay we've done, you would include a topic sentence that identifies what the point of that paragraph is and how it connects to the thesis. The first point in boys and girls that demonstrates the tradition of patriarchy is blank. The second point that shows this is blank. so on and so forth. So after you give your topic sentence, of course, you always give supporting sentences that show that use textual support to demonstrate whatever real-world aspect it is in the text. And this is also where you could then support even further with research. You need at least one source for this, though probably be good to use more than one. You need at least one secondary source, that is. So you're supplementing your arguments primarily with textual support, but then also with secondary support. And you continue on in that fashion until you get to your conclusion, which follows exactly the same format as every other conclusion ever. Restate the thesis, summarize the body points, give a final thought.